Hello, Chevra. Welcome back to the Short Fort. I'm back. We're back. I hope everyone had beautiful, wonderful Yomim Tovim with their families wherever you were. And we are headed right in to the Chagei Yisrael as we move and transition from Yom HaShoah into Yom HaZikaron, Yom HaAtzmaut. We'll have an amazing program planned for next week. I hope to see you all there. And if you think about the Israel component, if you were in Israel and you weren't like part of that, like, the sad second day contingent people who keep, in Israel and whatever. I'm just kidding. But they read Parshat Acharei Mot already. We're reading it now. They're reading Kedoshim. So I want to talk about Acharei Mot Kedoshim. And there's this idea of the way that you read the Parshiot is Acharei Mot, Kedoshim, Emor. Right? That's the sequence of the Parshiot. And when you think about it, it means something. And the rabbis pointed out, Acharei Mos, sometimes we don't appreciate someone, unfortunately, too often. We don't appreciate someone until they're gone. Acharei Mos Kedoshim Emor. Only after they pass away, only after they die, do we say, wow, they were so holy. They were so wonderful. They were so, wow, look at what we're missing. It was such a bracha, like on some level, right? We say, Zichronam Livracha, on Yom HaShoah, my kids, Jacob, Ella, they're saying, wow, we miss grandma today. My grandma, right? They called my grandma, their great-grandmother. We miss grandma today. We're thinking about her, right? Zichrona Livracha, what a bracha. Thank God we knew who she was, what we had during her lifetime. I was listening to a Jewish history podcast, different, figures throughout Jewish history, famous rabbis, authors, etc., by Rabbi Aaron Lopiansky. And it was a whole segment about the Ramchal, Rab Moshe Chaim Luzzatto, from the great sage from Italy, the author of the Mesilas Yesharim, The Path of the Just, Derech Hashem. And he talked about how during his life, it's so sad, no one accepted him. Everyone thought they had this thing to say about him. He was too Kabbalistic and, too spiritual, and we were worried maybe he's going to lead us to Shabtai Tzvi type of stuff, or, lead us astray, and it's not good. And the people who burned his writings, buried his writings. There's so many writings of the Ramchal that we don't have because they were buried or burned during his lifetime. And then, many years later, all of a sudden it's like, yeah, the Ramchal, who doesn't know the Ramchal? He was the greatest. The Mesilas Yesharim, what yeshiva doesn't learn Mesilas Yesharim, Derech Hashem, the way of God, right, to really understand the spiritual, kind of physics of the world. It's just a really a crazy thing. And I think we have to think about that as we head into the Chagei Yisrael further. Yom HaZikaron, Yom HaAtzmaut. We have to recognize that we live in incredible times. We are living charmed lives as Jews in so many ways. And what are we doing with those brachos? And who are we recognizing? And who are we valuing as people in our lives, as ideas and ideals in our lives? Because the reality is we don't want to wait, God forbid, until it's too late. Don't be an Acharei Mos Kedoshim Emor. Let's be a during life Kedoshim Emor. Avachai Bahem, living lives that are Kedoshim, that are holy, that are pure, that are dedicated to the people we love, to our community, to Am Yisrael, to Klal Yisrael, to the enduring and timeless values of Yahadut, of Judaism, of Torah, of mitzvot, of Chesed. Looking forward to continuing that journey with you together.